Hey guys. So I know I usually always without fail I get on and I'll say this is gonna be a quickie, one and done, and then lo and behold, of course, I start seeing the all too familiar names and drop right off. But this time for realsies, for sure. What's up, Bob? Great to see you, man. I have kind of a low, morose voice for a reason because what I'm sharing is something that I'm not supposed to be yet, and it's a part of my nature sometimes. Um, and just sometimes things happen that put a lot of things in perspective. Don't worry, I assure you, I'm not going full Canadian. I'm done. Apologize. The apology tour is done. Been done. All right. I'm very proud of what we have all accomplished thus far with the Valdez case, by the way. And the the chief, the police chief, Ben Villarreal. I'm going to be having a private kind of a mod meeting and talking to the contacts that I trust the most. Anyway, sorry, there is a reason, and I will be sharing it before somebody in my family learns, which is not how this is supposed to go, but this is how I'm choosing to use the platform that is our community. So bear with me. What's up? Let me say some hellos, and then let me share something that has been heavy on my heart today. Thank you so much, Jack, for that. I've been noticing. Hello, Cheryl. Um, I've been noticing. I think we're affecting some of that change that we want to see. The hashtag find Jamie Valdez it's trending. It's trending more than it was before, at the very least. What I'm Here's the strategy. Strategy is as follows: do it as many times as you can on YouTube. Twitter, that's where it really needs to pop off. That's where I'm starting. IG, I started, and Facebook, everywhere I possibly can. Hashtag find Jamie Valdez. The more that becomes available and trending, when I make that Monday morning phone call to Police Chief Ben Villarreal of the Bonesville, Arkansas department, when they see that there is momentum, they just, they happen to know that when we the people, those that are truly in power, we're just disillusioned, we're disenfranchised, we forget that we just gave them the power, they're holding on to it, they're borrowing it. We're going to remind them. All right, and this is the first example. Thank you. Flood the chat. I don't know how algorithms truly work, but I know the more that any system recognizes a hashtag, the more it gets recognized as trending, and it's unavoidable. So the first thing I want to happen, as I envision something I've never done before, is that that department, that police chief that completely botched the entire investigation, goes ahead and is like, "What is this cold case, man? I'll imply." Here, as for entertainment purposes, I'll imply. I thought I covered up that case all well and good. Why is somebody randomly calling me about it and asking for a comment? Well, I'm going to have all of this enacted. My entire ambition. I have a day off tomorrow, thank goodness, given the news I had just received. But I am going to put as much effort into this, and I ask that all of you do the same with me, please. All right. Please, well, it's trending in a sense that it's a lot more than it ever was before. We collectively, we have done that. We did that. You, we did this, and we're not done. We just started. We just started. All right. So here's and yeah, I want him to check. Let me see. Like, why Jamie Valdez? That's a cold case. What's going on here? Who's this progressive patriot? Nobody calling me. And then he's gonna find out when he does a little search. He's gonna see that case, just like that family that's still waiting for justice, hasn't gone anywhere. They've just been, well, tired of being pushed around, lied to, mishandled. I cannot believe all the inconsistencies that were so they're clear as day. No polygraph administered to the wife to rule her out. The first thing you do is rule out the spouse in any sort of case like this. I know it was not a domestic violence call, but and the inconsistency of the date. June 9th is the date he was missing. Then she says, no, he was gone on June 10th. False. Then the police report, still currently public record, says, oh, he was missing on June 17th. False. The alleged minors, being teenagers that had written, he is near, please help me, on his vehicle, Jamie Valdez's vehicle, discovered 10 days after Jamie Valdez went missing. Why did the chief and the investigators lie to the Valdez family and say that they were minors? They were not. Sean herself tracked them down and learned that they were not minors back then, and they weren't minors the day she found them. What's the other thing? Why was it not disclosed publicly that the Villarreal, the police chief himself, was living with Anna, the wife, who is possibly a suspicious character. I cannot be the one saying obviously she is a prime suspect, but too many things have just not been conducted appropriately, and there is some hell to pay for that. There's some hell to pay. So I got the phone number. I know it's probably not a good look to be sharing that here. So in a private meeting, we're gonna handle that. Some of this business, we're gonna handle it. So here's what's heavy on my heart, and this is why I'm speaking so low, because somebody very important in my family, we're trying to hide something really big as a family from her, and I disagree with it. Um, and I'm also gonna be a little vague. I'm not apologizing. It's just how it has to be handled for now until we deal with it as a family. Tomorrow's another day. But let me just say it in a way that I feel safe doing so, appropriate about. One of the most important people in my life, who is of my blood. I just got word today that this individual was in a car accident, and I got this message in the form of a text message while I was working. And being that it is who it is, I started to shake and panic and like kind of like a lunatic, start scratching my head and like I don't know, grabbing at I don't know what I was trying to grab at, and I had to maintain my composure. And thank you for uh, I can report with confidence because I spoke to this very important individual of my blood today, just moments ago, really. And if you're watching this, I am keeping it very vague for you out of respect of how we're gonna deliver the message. But no condolences, thank you, but thank you, Mr. President. Justin Rowan is our president. He is the birthday chat supervisor of all birthday chat supervisors. Okay, Mr. President over there, your VP is okay. So this important person, car accident, and he's already home, which is great. And there's what can I share here? There's an injury that is it could have been so much worse. And what freaked me out is somebody that I would do anything for, and I would like end it all if it meant the protection of both of these people, really. But I found out somebody that I've always protected was in in the vehicle as well when this happened, and it was some punk person in a Benz, not paying attention and being stupid, entitled, and reckless. And you know, I so yeah, I got some weird energy. I'm a little hyped up, and I'm keeping it cool. I'm trying to keep it calm. And I want to just also extend my gratitude, my thanks to all of you that reaches out and lends me the advice that y'all do. Like sometimes I want to do something instantaneously. Like I see an opportunity and I feel that I have been put in some sort of position where I need to clear my name. I feel like I've already addressed it enough. And if anybody's interested enough, I'm public, transparent. Everybody can feel free to come to me, talk to me publicly, privately. I don't care. But I will not continue to speak on anything that is left in the rear view. We have now pressing matters. And just, the news I got today puts everything in perspective, like anything that this is not a reference to anybody that's tried to tear me down or be negative. It doesn't matter. They don't matter. It doesn't matter. Like this, the possibilities, the what ifs. Your mind starts to go in full throttle. The gears start grinding, and you start freaking out about, oh my god, like it was this close, and it could have been that, and it could have been worse. And then where would I find myself with all the things that I let myself be bothered by? How much would it matter in the grand scheme of everything? And I've referenced this a lot. Lots of sad almost every minute. Thank you, Just Truth. That is simply the truth. We all do need to slow down and focus, and I think that's good advice across the board for everybody that's a content creator, platformer. Today, I gotta be always mindful of referencing some people that I know are perhaps eager to find a reason to engage in something, but I feel generally okay about this. Somebody, in a sense, said, hey man, you wanted fame, this is fame and everything that comes with it. This is not I am not famous. This is not fame. And I know there's a lot of people that will disagree, or not a lot of people. There's people that knew me from a few months back, and they've always seen me as somebody that just always tried to get the attention on me. I can't help the perception of others. I just have me and who I am, my intentions, and that's that. So I just to that comment, it's just it just didn't mesh with me, and it's unfortunate to me. Like I don't want to be perceived as somebody that's all I want. I don't want that. I want the community. I want the goals. I want the ambition, the aspirations, the passion, the good intentions, the possibilities that can be accomplished by a large enough group of people to do all the things that I've romanticized and spoken about. I want it to go beyond the fantasy threshold and make sure that it becomes a reality, a legacy, and it can be remembered, and then something to be not feared, maybe respected, but seen also as a safe haven of sorts for people that need to get their messages, their stories out there. That's the goal. That's the ambition. It is not about ever. How many times do I say this? It is not about me in any shape, form, or capacity. Any one of you were to ask to sit in this chair and hold the show down, I'd say, please, you are more than welcome. You have earned it. You have earned it by having my back and reassuring me and keeping me calm and cool when perhaps I can be a bit of a hothead. And by the way, I see somebody very special, everybody. Just like we had Unspecified V. I don't know if you were there. I got a little emotional. Cindy D, my son's life mattered. Hello, sweetheart. That's been an old tradition for some time now, and I love that we get to kind of throw back to that. So I see there's a lot of big names on right now, and I was watching on the TV, but it was like I telling myself I was watching the interview I had conducted with Sean on the TV. I gotta say, I really enjoy interviewing people that want to express uh, so much. I mean, I'm trying to find the right words, that want to tell a story that needs to be told for so many reasons, that give an example of how the system does fail us, how cases that aren't sensationalized or hyperbolic enough or not bloody enough are the ones that get all the attention, and then tragedies that are no less than, in terms of being equal to. A tragedy is a tragedy is a tragedy. Okay, you know what I thought when I heard the news about my loved one? I said, you know, I for a moment, just to take me more into the cause, the mission. Like, oh my God, like what if it was Jamie Valdez that was the one in this accident that happened to be my family member? And yeah, Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Trump's back on Twitter. Holy crap. Sorry, that's random. I am gonna very much need to. I think tonight, like, I was honestly quite excited to get on tonight. Uh, I finished all the work o'clock stuff, yada yada. But I feel that tonight could lead to me damaging the community, me damaging myself. I've done enough of that, right? And I'm very proud that all of you have helped me and allowed me to learn gracefully and not judge. There are a couple people, like, actually, is a very small number. You know what? I'll say like maybe two people that I really, nope, not even, sorry, one person that I really counted on or was very very proud of and proud to have in my corner. What's up, Slim? Good to see you, brother. And they just felt a certain way, and I they expressed that they felt betrayed, and I looked at it more as I wish people could really see from other perspectives, but that's the whole challenge of life. That's the game of life. We do our best. We try to articulate ourselves. I'm done explaining myself. I am done explaining myself. But yeah, it hurt a little bit, but life goes on. That reminds me of the song "Life Goes On," and so do we. It's how we do it. That's the mystery. Anybody remember that one? Huh? 10 points. 10 points. If there's lag, I'll give it some time. Oh, excuse me, that was a very, very silent burp. This is very whispering. Let me see. Between time and money. Let me see this. Motivated one legger here, who I've seen before elsewhere. Hey man, do you know the biggest difference between time and money? I think so. When you run out of time, you can always go get more. Time don't work like that. Damn, dude. That's like right on point. That's very what's the term I usually use? It's it's pungent, you know? You're damn right. You can run out of everything and still be going and moving forward. Time, though. Time. Well put. Well put. Oh, when you run. Well, I don't know. I was looking at it a little more deeper. Do you know the biggest difference between time and money? When you run out of time, you go, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, but I read it right. If that makes sense, you go, okay. When you run out of money, yes, you can get more. Yes, I read it wrong and it still hit right. So at least that means something. Time does not work like that. That's what's up, and that's what I'm saying. All right, like everything, almost everything in life is somewhat replaceable. There's many things that are not, but more so overall, they are. You can replace so much anything that's materialistic or objects, even money, even though it's very coveted and we've learned to be a slave to it and for it. It's all something we can always acquire and obtain. But time with sorry, time with our loved ones, the time of our own lives. Dude, do not be sorry. Listen, real talk. Do not be sorry. Do not apologize. I understood your message 100% loud and clear. And dude, respect. Period. If I misread it, I understood it immediately. As you could see, if you ever look back to rewatch, do not have regret in your heart. Life is too short. What did we just say about time? Do you want to waste time regretting something that was insignificant that we just ran right through like it's nothing? Because you know what? We all are unified enough to understand one another. And you know what? Hey, look, because you typed it differently, we have been able to spend more time on speaking about how important time is. I see irony here, but I see wisdom and I hear wisdom, and I'm thankful for all of that. My grandmother used to always say that. And she says, I'm not scared of dying when I get old. I am scared of not having lived while I was here. Mad facts, dude. Yo, I am grateful that you are here at this community. I would like to say that. I don't know a lot of some names, like I don't recognize, and you know what? I don't play like this whole thing, like I saw you over on this chat or this chat, I see this, that, or the other, you said this there, blah blah blah. This is an area where we respect and we embrace a community and be the unity that we would hope to have in a neighborhood. As simple as being somewhere and you trust your neighbor enough to leave your doors unlocked, and being able to communicate with everyone. What's up, Sean? So yeah, that's what I'm talking about right here. So all right, I snuck on, and my fear, if I did not make it clear, the reason why I'm not gonna jump on panels tonight, as tempted as I am, because of some of the odd scenarios that are they're behind, and I don't want to waste time anymore. That's a really big element. I think, you know what, motivated, you've inspired me to do a whole ton of, like, an entire focused episode on that. See, well, I I've chosen a side in a sense. I saw some people being very critical that I went there. I don't want to talk about this again, but I will say this. I'm not a supporter of his. Okay, we're not buddy buddy, never have been. I went there to clarify, look, dude, the crazy lady that told people to call CPS, I had no part of that. Boom. I didn't say I am sorry. I didn't say on behalf of Greek. I didn't do any of that. Okay, and at the end I said, I've done parodies of you. Apparently that wasn't enough. I should have said, I hate you. I hate you, and everything you stand for. I mean, the thing I have, people. There's people I would talk about that I know they don't want to be involved, and if I'll just feed into it. So I'll just say this. He goes after some people that I have a great amount of respect for, which is why I understand the optics and, like, whatever fallout damage occurred. But I went there with one sole intention and purpose: to tell the truth. That's all. I didn't bend a knee. I didn't kiss his ass. I told the truth. That's it. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. We don't have to be so. Why are we so eager to find division? I understand why there's a line in the sand between the both communities. 100%. I get it. And I don't approve of 99.9% of what he is seen to do to the people that I care about a hell of a lot, okay, individually and then as a community. But I said, I went there and I said my piece, and that's it. But people, it's against our own primitive nature, our genetic predisposition. We are not meant for peace or peace times. We need to find conflict, and I fear sometimes we revert back to the primitive thinking that requires and necessitates always to be fighting somebody or something for some reason or another. If there were world peace, we'd figure out why we would have another world war. I promise you that. What's up, Square? Good to see you. Hello to everybody here. Hello. So yeah. Thank you for understanding everything, and why tonight I've cut it short. After tomorrow and after the family gets to deal with the topic I have vaguely spoken about, I will come back and speak much more transparently about it. But I'm happy to report that I spoke with my family member, and he is okay, and the other individual that was in the vehicle is okay. There's injuries, and there's obviously insurance, and the things that go with being in an accident of this kind. Just with the details, though, I have to just hold that one in, and that seems like and feels like it goes against every fiber in my being. But you know this time tonight, I am gonna pull back, and as much as I was looking forward to this all night. But rest assured, by the way, hashtag find Jamie Valdez. That case, I will see to it that it gets an upsurge. And remember, my word, Monday morning, my alarm is set. I'm gonna have questions written out, even though I have them memorized like the back of my hand. I have questions for Mr. Ben Villarreal, who handled the entire case. And that's all I got to say. So we will see to that when that time comes. Thank you for being very much a part of this family, and for being there for me and with me. I had somebody straight up, one of the supporters of this community. This is what I'm talking about here. Like, this is what makes us feel so powerful. I had one of our community members straight up offer me to buy a ticket and have me go fly out and visit my family member. But it's not necessary. Thankfully, it's not necessary. So there you go. Let me say hello, Pixie, Kyle, Cindy, Dawn, Queen. Oh, Dawn, I think you're always interested. I got a little gift for CanCon. And I also sent him a message. He and I are gonna have some kind of a meeting. I don't know if I want it to be like a public podcast thing because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but I'm looking forward to whatever we can accomplish together as well because I have a lot of ideas and I know he does too. What's up, Liberty Line? Um, Kyle, you're a good individual. I'm not certain which Kyle you are. I've seen you on the other communities, see Fouls, and yeah, and Square, Wolverine, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being there for my family and for being my family. Good night, one and all. Don't mind me for just a moment, though. Very, very brief, I promise. Uh, and almost, I promise. Oh, and feel free if you have like any generic question when I'm done here. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. I really enjoyed the interview with Chronic Chronicles. I hope you guys checked it out. Yo, main girl, uh, boy mom, and Saffron. I think I got a very Shamrock OG right there. The Discord. Anybody here that has access to the Discord, please feel free. I got actually kind of a hack for. I see. There's people have their own battles to fight as well, huh? I don't know if it's my place to speak publicly on it, but to my knowledge, Jack, they do not talk. It has not happened since all that. Okay. I found you last night, Shamrock. I gotta really work on building the Discord appropriately. But okay. With that being said, thank you for the unity that you all show. It exists. We are greater when we strive for something greater than ourselves, when we act in the service for another, like as I view it with the Valdez family, Sean, Don. I just feel like a better human being. It feels good to do good, and that's it. That's what matters the most. So, all right, with that, I say my final good night. Good night, one and all. Feel free to message, email, do anything. Stay in touch, text, Discord. Good night, guys. All will be well, I promise.